today, in this video, we are grading all of the seasonal animes, or most of the seasonal animes that we have watched so far. We'll be doing this on a grading system of A, B, C, and F. F. There's no D's. You fail. And if you're C, you're really you're really close to failing. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of April. Very possible. We're like 47 to go. So let's get to it. Let's get into this video. Like the heat.
All right, fuck it. Is it redo time?
Yeah, redo. You gotta
fuck.
Redo. You messed that one up, bro.
What's up, guys? We're starting off the first anime, super hot, motherfucking S-ranked anime, aka solo motherfucking leveling. All right, this shit took it up to the next notch. All right, when I talk about enjoying anime, this is something I can kick back, relax, and really get a good vibe from it, a good feel from the music, the animation, the fight scenes. They took everything at their own pace through the anime. They didn't stick to how the webtoon did it or how the webtoon paced it. They did it in their own way. They spiced it up. They added some twists in there, some differences in the webtoon that weren't bad, but it's a little different. So they're focusing more on one of the S-class hunters, backstory. They're focusing on little tidbits that make the animation and other stuff feel a little bit more meaningful. But this show, all in all, was amazing. I mean, coming from somebody who's watched the webtoon, there's certain scenes that are different from the webtoon to the anime, but they execute it differently based on what's happening. Obviously, the webtoon has these perfect, detailed images where you get these kind of cool vibes from, but the anime kind of takes a twist on it where it makes the fight scenes more important, or the emotional scenes more dramatic, or more pauses. There's a lot of stuff that changes in the anime that gives it a different vibe, but this is all in all a fucking sick anime. I loved it. A lot of people may think, where's the impactfulness, the meaningfulness? It's because a lot of the plot comes in later in the story, and a lot of this stuff that happens in the 12 episodes or 13 episodes is kind of the setup for what's happening later in the plot. So if you think the fight between Igris and Sung Jin-woo is a little bit less meaningful, there's a reason for it in the future. So these impactful, cool animated fights also have a reason later, which makes it more meaningful and just a greater animation overall. So if you guys like it, let's go. Next one, we're going to be ranking it an A. And this is the Classroom of the Elite Season 3. This show, all in all, was pretty good. It felt like kind of the same vibes, Season 1 to 2, where you still get that progression, then moving forward, kind of still aiming to be that top class. But you really see some dope Koji moments. You really see this guy become a master manipulator, better and better every single time. It's really hard to top that Ruenji scene. And a lot of stuff that happened in Season 1 and 2, but they're still continuing at a good rate, and they're definitely throwing in some cool moments. That show, all in all, is definitely a thinker anime. You always have to be on your toes, listening, being part of what's going on, because if not, you're not going to really pick it up. But the show's got a lot of depth, a lot of personality. I think this is a great continuation. It's obviously the third season. You guys have seen this before. But it's a super sick anime. I have much crazy to say on this, but it was super good. Definitely another great season. We're ranking this an A. We got Season 2 of Mashle. I'm honestly going to give this a solid B as a rating. I want to give it an A, but I think I'm enjoying it a little bit too much than what I really feel. But honestly, this show was great. I like the animation. They really continue with that constant good animation, not really flopping anywhere. It's just all in all, just got a good look to it. And they got some different character designs, which make it really interesting and just a little bit different. But honestly, the reason why this show is a B and not an A is because I think it's just another season. It's a continuation of the first one. The first one might have been an A for us in our first season, but obviously this is a continuation. But other than that, it's got some hilarious moments. It's got some dope fighting scenes. But be ready to take it not so seriously. A lot of the scenes that happen in that, you might be like, why is he doing that? Or you can't look for a reason of what's happening. In one of the scenes, he takes a metal wand, rips it, and spreads it apart into a fucking tennis racket and starts hitting shit back at the enemy and just whooping their ass with a tennis racket. It seems stupid, but it's got a One Punch Man vibe to it, which I think a lot of people would like. This show's a B. It's definitely on the cusp of an A. Got a good show, good animation, kind of just good progression all in all. You definitely got some enjoyable side characters that got their own quirks, which makes it super funny and has kind of a homey friendly feel to it. But this is a great anime to continue on to. We're giving this a solid B.
It might be an A because of the opening. That's pretty sociopathic.
What's up, guys? We got Suzuki Moonlight Season 2. This is gonna be pretty harsh. I'm gonna give this a fat C. Now, you guys might be like, yo, this guy's being a little bit, too harsh on this anime. It's got some good points, and you're not wrong. It definitely does. But through Season 1, the enjoyment I felt through that, the progression it felt, I felt like it, all in all, took a better linear movement through the story, where you got to enjoy characters as well as action, as well as progression in the plot. This one feels like they kind of slowed it down, all in all, and it all starts off with him becoming a teacher, and you kind of find stories about the heroes and some other stuff, but the heroes aren't compelling. They're kind of supposed to be shitty characters, almost, at least one is, while the other one is supposed to have some meaningfulness and some important aspects of her character that might impact the main character. But it really feels like he wasn't the main focus, but also explaining the plot and explaining the other characters didn't feel important. It kind of felt like the events that were just going on were happening for no reason. And we kind of got some backstory about the first season, about some stuff that happened. And to me, it was a little uninteresting. I really liked the feel and everything about that first season. And the second one kind of just took a different turn, a different direction. And I feel like when you got an isekai with all these abilities and all these powers and everything that you can do, I think it's not crazy to focus on the plot a little bit more, but you have these aspects, but you're not using them. It's like you're focusing way too much on the plot and the characters and these other people that we aren't involved in as we are in Season 1, because we're so involved in the main character and the dragon and the spider, who have their own different quirks and tendencies. You like to learn about those characters because they're important to the main character. But this one, we get some backstory on some characters we really don't care about. And this dude that's a hero is a piece of shit. I really don't like the guy. He's supposed to be like that, I believe. But, this season really didn't hit as hard as it did as the first one. So this one is definitely a C.
Alright, guys. Next one on this list, it's a B rank. I'm going to call it a B rank. Chain Soldier. Obviously, we've been talking about this a lot, actually. And as much as I like Chain Soldier, I really like the show, like the manga. I like it a lot. I'm an objective guy. I'm gonna speak the truth. It's a B rank, solid B rank anime. For one, it's an ichi anime. Got a lot of meta culture scenes. We enjoyed it. Two, the story was pretty good. Honestly, the story was interesting, but the animation, gotta take some points off. The fighting, they were a little stiff at times. Gotta take some points off. And then the 3D animation, I gotta take some points off. Overall, it's a great season, and Season 2 was announced, so it's a B ranked anime. It's a solid it's a B plus anime, a B plus. It's an 87 overall. So we're moving on to the next one. This one is a C. It's just a C. It's average. This Hokkaido Girls are very cute. The first episode was really good, and on top of this, I watched the anime in the dub. I really enjoyed it in the dub. My dub watches, it's a pretty good watch of the dub, worth the time. But honestly, reading the manga, I felt the same way as I felt in the anime. The first episode was really nice, really progressive, but it kind of gets stale after a while. It kind of becomes redundant, the same thing. And the main thing is the main character, I feel like he don't be progressing anywhere, bro. Really, he could tell some of the girls be feeling him. He be going out with them, literally on basically dates. And man's not really making no moves, no nothing, bro. At where we at, that's 2010s, bro. Those are 2010s type of anime. We gotta move on to a higher level of rom-com, honestly. That's why this is an average-ass anime. C anime. But B if you watch it in dub.
The wrong way to use healing magic. I'm gonna give this a C. And the reason here is, this is your classical isekai, powers, abilities, sword, medieval, demon kind of anime. So it's got your own generic kind of story built and plot-wise kind of set. And it does, I will admit, have a decent twist on it. The only hard part is it's just overused a lot, and it's just in a lot of animes. And I feel like what people are looking for aren't a rendition of what we've already seen, or just different versions of what we've seen. We're looking for something new, like a breath of fresh air, or just something that changes it up. And it really doesn't bring it. it kind of just, he has healing magic, and he's brought with his classmates. He's able to heal himself after he works out. Okay, so when he works out, he repairs his muscle fibers, which gets stronger, I believe. And the more he spams it, the stronger he gets, the more physically he looks, or physically strong he looks. And just all in all, it's kind of like, I want to say just a rendition of a bunch of other shit, but I'm gonna be nice. This is a decent twist on an anime, and if you're looking for some, isekai magic, and just kind of a guy, fighting against himself and bettering himself to be stronger, this is your type of show. But this is lower on the list because we have so much good stuff going on here.
Body.
Is it recording? Yeah. Now, we're gonna be on to The Witch and the Beast. Now, this is a little bit difficult. I actually want to give this an A. This is crazy, right? This sounds ridiculous. You've seen the first episode.
Tokyo shit in her.
All right. This is not a Hot Take Tuesday. This is just I give this an A. Reasoning here. All right. I think this is a little bit of a dark horse of the season, just because this is something that's super original that we really haven't seen, and it's got the witch and obviously a beast. And this is a cool play on, two individuals who are very different, but they really executed well, especially the animation. They really kind of come hand in hand with a lot of these shows that have better production, better backing, a lot of this stuff. So the way that they're doing it is in a really good direction. I'm hoping it ends off in just a good note. But this is definitely an underrated anime this season for sure. I'll give this an A, closer to a B if I were to pick, but definitely a good anime for the season. If you haven't watched it, give it a chance for sure. This will pique your interest real quick. You'll have a lot of questions going on, but that's the point of the anime, is to really get you involved and really thinking. And, all in all, this is a pretty decent anime. Give it a try.
All right, next anime to watch. Oh, not to watch. Next anime that I'm grading is Villainesse Lvl 99. This is actually a B anime, solid B+ anime. Overall, really good story. I actually liked how chill and laid back it was. It's not something you put a lot of thought into, which I love animes that you don't have to put a lot of thought into. And the plot is pretty straightforward. The side characters, some of them are meant to not be likable, but I enjoy it overall. Like, the main character feels like a real ass person. Like, they're in the isekai world. She doesn't want to get killed. Makes sense. She does things to avoid to get killed. Now, if she has some social awkwardness, yeah, but she feels like a real person, honestly. And animes, especially isekai ones, don't know how to do that sometimes. So this is a B anime, solid anime to watch. Don't have to put no thought in it. And if it gets a dub, bro, I guarantee that's going to be an A+ though.
What's up, guys? Right here, we're going to go into the Unwanted Undead Adventure. Now, I'm going to give this a C. I'm going to give it a little bit better than what I just gave the other one, which was Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. Once again, it's definitely another kind of, not run-of-the-mill, but he basically gets killed by a dragon in a dungeon, and basically he turns into a skeleton. And the cool twist on this part is there's something called existential evolution, or I believe it's along those lines, where basically if you meet the certain requirements, you get to evolve into a higher species. So his goal is from a skeleton to evolve into something more human-like. And that's all in all what the summary basically is. And this guy goes throughout the dungeon kind of moving forward in a progressional way, where he's fighting stronger stuff and just getting more gear and turning into something more and more human. And throughout that season, it's pretty decent. You get these obvious points where he's becoming more and more human and transforming into something different through, beating monsters, getting equipment, or, which is really cool, like eating certain, human blood, for example. So this guy goes from a skeleton into an undead, into a thrall, into, something before a vampire and then a vampire. So basically there's some progressional evolution to it. It's got a cool little twist. I'm giving this a little bit better than the Unwanted, what is that shit called? And this is really similar to the Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, just because of how kind of repeated it is, and it happens a lot in shows. But it's definitely got a cool little twist. Definitely a C. We got it.
Moving on to the next one is the Heroes Party. Banished from the Heroes Party. This season, not gonna lie, I didn't even see the point of that shit, bro. Be honest, everything was resolved in the first season. So I'm not gonna even rank this shit. I don't care if this was the greatest thing ever. This season 2 should have even existed, because all the problems that the main character had was solved. So, waste of time. Tales of the Wedding Ring is the next one. This one is an F. This shit, I fucking, look, I read the manga to this. I'm actually really, I'm like deep in the manga. I watched the anime to this. It made me realize how stupid the manga is. Bro, this main character literally can, no cap, complete the whole series. And literally, like, the moment he gets all his waifus, he literally has to have sex with all of them. Like, I understand, like,
one night is all he needs, bro. And he's gonna become the all-powerful.
Literally, the way the rings work is that the bonds, the deeper the bond, the deeper their feelings for the main character, the stronger he'll be, the stronger his rings are. This motherfucker does not do anything with any of the main characters. Even the girl that he literally runs inside the new world for. This shit is an F anime because the main character is a pussy, bro. Like, seriously, the second episode, he literally has a chance to clap. Moment was there. Perfect moment. I would have done it. This motherfucker doesn't do it. He says, not the right time and place, This is a 2010s ass type anime.
This is not us. Like, bro, wait.
That shit is so dumb. It's so played out because of the fact that I would have been hit, especially the cat girl one. I would have hit that long time ago. Come on, bro. This is an F anime. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. This shit's garbage. I'm sorry. I have to get the one off my chest. The last one is The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. This one is an A+ anime. I actually really like this one. This was really surprising. I read the manga to it, but I didn't know how good it would be. It was better than what I thought. There's certain parts of the manga obviously leave out because there's a lot of sometimes like filler between stuff, but they really did a great job of developing the relationship between the two characters, making the angel and both the devil both interesting, and the side characters interesting as well. And on top of that, there was more action than I thought. The fighting, episode 11, immaculate. So this is definitely an anime I want to get season 2, and this is an A+ anime. Now, here, midway through editing, I realized that there are some animes that I accidentally deleted. Like, for example, Danger's My Heart is an S-rank anime. Personally, to me, I thought it was the best anime of the season. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the original footage. I can't get it back now. But yeah, Danger's My Heart is an S-ranked anime. Oh, Gushing Over Magical Girls is, personally, I think it's an A-rank, but for the sake of the video, I'll just give it a B. But I think it's an A-rank anime. It's really good, despite even though there's a lot of like crazy wild scenes. I think The Descent into Madness, I think it's really executed well. Great show. Next, my 7th Deathloop type anime. This is a shoujo anime, I'm not gonna lie. Initially I was like, it's a B, but then it went to a C to like, honestly that's almost an F for me, but I say it's a C-. I didn't think it was that good, to be honest. As it got towards the end, I didn't like how the main character, she was just absolutely okay with dating the person that literally killed her in her past life. Thought it was really strange. She showed no reaction of like being scared at all, so it was kind of strange to me. So yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, shoujo animes definitely do not like that. Some of you guys may not agree with this list. We have a lot of animes we talked about. We ranked a bunch of them. Some of them we might be even wrong for, but these are our rankings on what we think were the best, and that's pretty much it. So we're signing out. Leave down in the comment section if we're right or wrong. If you don't like what we said, leave it down in the comment section.